Hey there, Nick with Running Made Simple. If you haven't noticed already, it's hot outside. It's also humid. So I thought now would be a good time to talk about some tips and tricks to deal with the heat and even a way you can use it for some performance benefits. Before we get started, this is not for anyone with a medical condition that prevents you from being in the heat. Also, if you are working out in the heat and you feel lightheaded, nausea, or anything else that just doesn't feel right, stop, slow down, get in the shade, hydrate. So let's start with the most important thing about training in the heat: hydration. That means staying hydrated throughout the day. That means hydrating before your run, during your run. I know a lot of road runners would rather be completely devoid of fluids and actually carry something with them while running, but get used to it. I'm running workouts on the road with my hydration vest all the time. Hydration also includes electrolytes, mainly sodium. Everyone is different and has different needs, but 500 milligrams of sodium per hour is about the minimum someone would need running in the heat. Most people are probably going to need more. Also, consider nutrition earlier and more frequently than you otherwise would. No matter what, running in the heat is going to make you more tired. And extra nutrition will help during the run and it'll help recover for your next run. Back to workouts in the heat. Maybe you shouldn't start with a workout in the heat. Uh, just start doing some easy runs at first before you attempt a workout. If it's a big or very intense workout, you may decide to avoid the heat altogether. Do it when it's cooler. So let's talk about what happens when you exercise in the heat. Humans sweat when they're hot. Duh. When the sweat evaporates, it has a cooling effect on your skin, but eventually it gets too hot or too humid, or where I'm from, both, for the sweat to evaporate. That's when you get gross and drenched in sweat. That's also when you lose the ability to cool yourself off. Luckily, we have a backup system that tries to keep us cool. Our bodies will begin to send blood to the surface of our skin to transfer some of that heat to the air around us, kind of like a heat sink. Sorry. The problem arises for runners is that we need the blood for something else, namely providing oxygen to our muscles so we can keep running. So that doesn't really work out too well for us. We don't have enough blood to do both. So you might be running easy and it might feel easy to start, but you'll notice your heart rate's higher than it usually would. You're going to notice you're just going to get tired faster than you normally would. And like if you get tired at 6 miles now, you might be getting tired at 4 miles. But our body has a way of dealing with that too. After about 2 weeks of running the heat, you will have an increase in blood plasma, sorry. And the running, it'll start to feel a little bit better just because you have more volume of blood to provide to your muscles and to your skin. The problem is that it's only the plasma, not the red blood cells that actually carry the oxygen to your cells. So essentially, right now you have a lower red blood cell count, and you might even be a little bit slower after a couple of weeks of training in the heat. That's fine though. Just focus on staying in your correct heart rate or staying at the right RPE for your runs and workouts. It's not the time to push. This is a time when a lot of people wind up injured because they are trying to push. They're trying to run the same pace they were a month ago before it got hot and humid. But now they're tired trying to push and run at that same pace, and they run with bad form, and all of a sudden they're injured. So don't do that. But not everything's lost. Our body again responds to the increase in blood plasma by creating more red blood cells finally. The whole process of increasing the blood plasma and then the red blood cells, it takes about 5 weeks. After that, running in the heat won't be as bad. Still ain't gonna be great. But then luckily fall comes along, the temps begin to drop, and all of a sudden you're fast. You'll notice you're hitting paces much faster than you usually would, and you're doing it with ease. So take advantage of it. Use that to either peak for a fall marathon or any other race you're interested in. If you're not racing, just use that to get good training in. And with that good training, you'll be able to start your next build for whatever it is higher than you did the last time. And that's what it's about. Just keep building and building. So anyway, yeah, it's hot. It sucks. Nothing's going to change about that. So the best thing you can do is embrace it. Convince yourself that it's going to make you a better runner and that you actually want to do it. And that lying to yourself with a little bit of positivity actually will make it a little bit better. So hopefully knowing the mechanisms that are involved in these tips will make it a little bit better for you. If I left something out, let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next video.